Hi kids, welcome back. Guess what day it is today? It's opening the mail day. I haven't done this for a while because I tend to buy things in one hit. Before I open the mail, I've got a couple of honourable mentions that turned up in the last couple of days. Both DVDs. First, Pushing Daisies. I think I might mention this on my socials. This was the, what year was it? 2007. Series by Brian Fuller, who later gave us Heroes, but this is 2 seasons worth of the way I described it is, imagine Tim Burton took some antidepressants and put a Hawaiian shirt on. It's like that. It's weird, it's fast, it's funny, it's witty, it's got loads of heart, and it's great. There's only 2 seasons of it. It got cancelled after the 2nd season because Brian Fuller went off to do Heroes, but this is much better than Heroes. Pushing Daisies. Second one, the Darkman trilogy. I've been after these for a while. I used to have them on VHS, but this is all 3 films by Sam Raimi, who gave us the Evil Dead films and the Spider-Man trilogy with Tobey Maguire. This is all 3 films: Darkman, Darkman 2, The Return of Durant, and Darkman 3, Die, Darkman, Die! Good fun. Early horror meets superhero. If you've enjoyed or if you've seen Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, that was directed by Sam Raimi too, and this is kind of what started him off, horror meets superheroes. Okay, let's open the post. This one is a letter-sized piece of post, so I can... I know what this. Well, I know what most of these are. It's a slip of paper. Okay, good. Yeah, this is another swear word. If following on from my Star Wars figure collection video, the swear word is repro. Basically, I needed a cape for my Princess Leia in Bespin, and this is a repro cape. So it's a plastic cape with a little pattern printed on it, and it smells vinyl-y. It's not bad considering it can't be an easy thing to make. But that will do fine. That will help complete my Leia figure. What have we got next? Let's just check. Anything else in there? A £5 note. No. Okay. Snip the end of it. I hate doing this with scissors, but sometimes it's quicker to do this than rip them to shreds. Okay. Cardboard. Now I've got to be careful. I'm not going to bother. I'm going to snip the tape a little bit and pull everything out here. Ooh, it's wrapped in toilet roll. Why wrap it? It's a tissue, but it's Squid Head. I can't remember his proper name, but the figure is called Squid Head from Return of the Jedi. So he normally has a big cape and some other bits and bobs on him, but that's one of the ones I needed, so that's nice, thank you. What condition's he in? It's rather nice, actually. It's not scuffed or dirty, or... It smells a bit... It doesn't smell clean vinyl, it smells like smoker's house. Oh well, what do you expect? Anyway, it's not bad, it's not terrible. Okay, what's this? I'm not even sure what this is. Okay. No, I don't. You know you've been impulse buying when you can't remember what you bought. So it was nothing embarrassing, eh? It kind of is. Okay. Here we go. Now, this is not as embarrassing as it first sounds. Basically, they are elasticated thigh garters for my extremely fat thighs. Now, yes, sounds kinky. Why do I need elasticated thigh garters? For goodness sake, look at that. For my Jack Sparrow costume. I've got new boots that don't stay up on their own. When I wore them outdoors at a festival last year, they started sliding down and they were sort of gathering around my ankles because they're quite tall boots, but they're very soft material. So in order to be able to walk around properly, I had to find two really long like cable ties and cable tie them just under my knees to hold them up, which worked, but also cut off my circulation. Now I could buy elastic bands, but these are adjustable. They've got the thing there, and these will go underneath the boot tops, and then the boot tops fold over the top, so you won't see them, but they should be a lot nicer. They're only about £5 actually. They look good quality. They're an inch, thick. So, and if I just want to feel saucy, I can wear garters. Okay. They turned up in time. It's about 30 days. That's why my beard is a heck of a mess at the moment, because Jack Sparrow is going to make an appearance in about 30 days and I need to have as much beardage as possible. Next one. It's a DVD. Okay. What is this one? I can't remember. It's Mordecai. The Johnny Depp movie from... I think it says 20, oh goodness me, my eyesight is terrible. 15? Might be 2015. Gwyneth Paltrow, Ewan McGregor. Paul Whitehouse is in this. Paul Bettany is in this. Who else? Jeff Goldblum. I forgot Jeff Goldblum was in it. Who was that? Olivia Munn? Looks a bit like Olivia Munn. So look. Jeff Goldblum, Olivia Munn, yes. And Gwyneth Paltrow there. This is Johnny Depp's attempt at doing a very funny sort of Austin Powers type comedy. It flopped big time. The weird thing about it is it's too silly for grown-ups, but too grown-up for kids. But like some films, like The World's End, which I didn't like when I began, when you finally sort of give it a few watches, you start liking it more. And I showed this to a friend of mine, my best friend actually, and she was like, "This is fantastic." So it's kind of grown on me a little bit. It's Johnny Depp, full silly comedy, and it's worth a watch. It's ridiculously funny. A lot of people don't think it's funny at all, and that's completely up to you. But I thought I'd see Mordecai on Blu-ray. One more left to go. Here we go. That feels like a DVD, but it isn't. I know what it is. I know exactly what it is. Stuck together in this horrible adhesive paper stuff. Oh, for goodness sake. This is the kind of packaging that you end up slicing your gift open. Look, I cut it and it's still sealed. Here we go. This, ladies and gentlemen, from Amazon, is the very excellent Welcome to Neverbury. I mentioned this in my previous video. This is the book written by Chris Lynch, who's a friend of mine and co-writer of Offworld. Now, Welcome to Neverbury started, as you can probably tell, as a kind of writing challenge during lockdown. And the theme was H.P. Lovecraft, hence Sea Monster, Cthulhu type thing. So the challenge apparently was to write a short story based on a prompt. I don't know if it was one a day or one a week or something like that, but he ended up giving them all a theme. The small coastal town, a fictitious coastal town of Neverbury in England. And it's about 15 short stories. This has got an amazing sort of, it almost feels rubbery, but it's like smooth. It's like a kind of really nice neoprene cover to it. Doesn't smell smoky, thank goodness. Let's read the blurb on the back. Somewhere on the coast of England, Neverbury is a quaint little seaside town with the kind of problems that a lot of quaint little seaside towns have these days. Demons, serial killers, immortals, thieves, time travellers, ghosts, vampires, haunted houses, witches, an extraordinarily strident village council, and monsters. There are the gods above and the great thing below. Praise them all. So basically, when I read this, because the chapters are all sort of connected, but they're all like little short stories anyway. When I read this, I begged Chris, can I do the audiobook version of this? And coincidentally, I decided to read Welcome to Neverberry in the same kind of sarcastic, smug tone as the narrator of Pushing Daisies, which is Jim Dale from the Carry On movies. He starts off and, speaks through every episode just as the narrator in this kind of wry, slightly sarcastic tone, which I really like. So I've did the audiobook version of Welcome to Neverberry in exactly the same way. I'll read you the first sentence. Yeah. So, this is your free sample of the Welcome to Neverberry audiobook. First story, Yes, No Refunds. There were 3 important things to know about the Neverberry Dogs and Cats Home charity shop West. First, it never closed. Second, it never gave refunds. Third, it was under no circumstance to be confused with the Neverberry Dogs and Cats Home charity shop East, from which it had declared independence after a short and brutal spat over opening hours and return policies. So I read it in a kind of smarmy kind of way, and it's done really well. It's sold decent copies, it's sold audios as well. And guess what, kids? The second one, Return to Neverberry, is finished. And I've been nagging Chris to let me get on with reading it because I want to read it as well. I've only read one story from it, and it promises to be as good as or better than this one. This, I kid you not, I know he's a friend of mine, but if I didn't know him, this would be my favorite author. The guy just gets fiction. He's an absolute genius. I would urge anyone to go and pick this up, whether it's secondhand, brand new. I would urge everyone to get the audio because, I benefit from that a little bit. But if you want something dark and very funny at the same time, Welcome to Neverberry, kids, because the sequel's out very soon. That's it. That's all the post. So we've had some videos, we've had a Star Wars figure, we've had a Princess Leia cape, and we've had a pair of Source cigars. Okay, that's it for me this week. Did you get anything nice in the post? Let me know in the comments below, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.